Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now today is my second house vlog, or my second move-in vlog. I have picked up the keys to my 3-bedroom house which needs renovating and lots of DIY. So I started this morning, which was my first kind of full day in here, by building a shelf. I think we got this from Argos ages ago. So I built the shelf and hopefully I'm going to use it to store bits and pieces just to help keep me organised. Now the shelf actually is a lot smaller than I imagined. It was my parents', but it was too small for them. But to be honest, it will do the job just to keep things kind of stored away. I haven't attached it to the wall, I haven't put the front and back on. But then I moved on whilst carrying on into the kitchen just by removing the old handles. They are very like greasy, there's a lot of dirt on the inside. So I removed the handles and then stocked up on the cupboard, which you'll see later on in the video does actually change. As this is my first morning in the house, it's the first time that I've switched the fridge and freezer on. Now no one's actually lived in this house for 3 years, so I was a little bit worried about how it turned out, but it's absolutely fine. It's built into one of the cupboards. You can see I've got a couple of snacks and some essentials just to check that it actually worked, and it is really, really good. So we've got the fridge up top, which does need some filling up, so excuse the empty fridge, and then the freezer is down below. I got taught a trick that you need to put some bread and ice cubes just to check it works, and I can say after about 15 to 20 minutes it is in working condition. Apart from that, on day one I kind of just cleaned the outside of the cupboards, had a really deep clean. Not too much food or cooking, I won't be cooking in here for a while, so I just picked up a meal deal from Sainsbury's, went for the prawn mayo, which is really, really good, and then just kind of organised some bits and pieces, but the main job was to clean. I also got these 4 like orangutan mugs 2 years ago, I think. They were a really good gift, great size. So yeah, just getting organised. Now the best part that I received was this gift. It is a Harry Potter cauldron. Now this came from Asda, and it actually is a biscuit tin, and it's filled, well, my mum dropped it off, it is filled with custard creams next to my new kettle. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a real kind of, everyone looks for it straight away as soon as you come in the kitchen. In the late afternoon I moved on to the front bedroom, which actually can be turned into my office / Harry Potter room. It's the smallest of the room, but it's the one that needs the most amount of work. So I've just started by stripping the kind of polystyrene tiles, which are a real fire hazard, and we carried this on until the next day. Although it's a small room, this job actually took me a lot longer, and I just started by taking the polystyrene down and by stripping the wallpaper. Moving on to Tuesday, and I actually spent the morning going over to Ikea just so I could get some storage stuff. So on the right hand side here is everything I bought from Ikea. I just picked up some like a few essentials. The main reason I went is to get a big storage unit to help me kind of stay organised, but I picked these frames up, for example. They were between 25p for the black ones and I think 50p for the white ones, or it might be the other way around. So a couple of bargains, 2 big vases, this really interesting like plate stand. Never seen it before, but it basically helps you organise your plates, so I thought that'd be really useful. Everything was really cheap, as you can expect in Ikea, but just a couple of essential things that I needed. I got this knife set. I've used this at home before and I love it. A bottle opener, because why not? So yeah, and then I also went shopping over at The Range. Again, a couple of more essential items and a random dartboard, we'll come on to that. But I picked up this for the office, as the one at the minute is kind of an old school twisted wire. Some really strong and large bin bags, the amount of waste that I'm kind of producing, a tray organiser, a washing up kind of thing that actually doesn't fit in my sink, so it's useless. Little spray bottle, another essential, the drain and blocker, just because they're quite slow at the minute. I've picked up cling film as well, just for the paint pots. I'm not actually baking or cooking or anything, it's just to put in the base of the paint pots so I can reuse them. Then I also picked up this dartboard. The reason being is it was really cheap, so the extra darts were only £1, and then this dartboard I think was about £4. It's only a small miniature one, but in summer I'd like to put it out in the kind of summer house / shed, just for the summertime, so I think it was actually really, really cheap. I've been had a little look, so again, an essential for me, but everything here is from The Range. In the afternoon I finished dismantling the wardrobes and cupboards in the pink bedroom. This took a lot of effort and it was kind of ended up being a 2-person job just because they were falling from height. But a couple more screws to take down, and then I've taken the overhead ones down. This was going to be the main bedroom, but I've changed my mind, which I'll come on to in a different video. So all of this will be going to the tip, apart from the 2 bedside cabinets. I've left that standing wardrobe because actually I think it'll be really useful. And also that desk over there will be staying now, is what I've decided. Everything else will be recycled at our local tip, which I will take over and get rid, and then I need to kind of sort out the rest of the room, but we've made a really good start. This is the storage unit that I went to Ikea for, and I've actually put all my kitchen stuff. If you watched my previous video, you saw that I put the wooden one up, but I've switched it over because this one's bigger. We've got random Harry Potter boxes full of stuff, and then actually my mum's business donated these 6 random chairs, which funny enough go with the wallpaper. So now I've got, 4 chairs. These 4 chairs and the 2 other camping chairs just really useful for when people pop by or anyone who is helping out. We've just got a place to sit, which is really, really good. You'll see that most of the kitchen stuff is currently in the living room. The living room's a little bit of a base. Just while I decide what's happening with the kitchen, ignore the rubbish, but I put all the DIY stuff on this smaller unit. I swapped them around just because the other one was larger and I had more kitchen stuff. And then the kitchen is kind of looking semi-tidy-ish. The only last little job I did was I carried on spraying some of the handles. So we took these off in the pink bedroom earlier on. I'm just going to spray them to see what they look like, and they are the kitchen ones that I'm just playing around with. That has been everything today. Obviously I lost the morning out shopping for essentials, but I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and hopefully if you like, comment and subscribe, you'll see more of my house vlogs. Thanks for watching.